Hello, y'all. Welcome back to a different type of video that you've not seen on my channel before, but we're going to give it a shot. So, since, the world is what the world is at this moment in time, I know a lot of people in my personal life, and I imagine a lot of you guys are also kind of trying to find things to fill their time. And one of those things is obviously playing games. And so today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to rank all of the different DLC for The Sims 4 to help you guys kind of figure out, which ones are worth buying and which ones really aren't worth buying. Obviously, this is just my personal opinion, so feel free to disagree with me. That's up to you. But I hope that this will be at least a little bit helpful for you guys who are trying to figure out which ones you actually would like to spend your money on. So we're just going to pop right in. I have all of the different DLC here in the tier maker website thing. I made this one myself. I just used like the images of each of the different packs from EA's website. I have Origin open on this side to show you the different assets. First, we have, this is backyard stuff. So for backyard stuff, these are your Create a Sim items. Some of them are really great. And then you also have your build mode items, which are also great. I really like backyard stuff personally. It comes with the slip and slide. I don't know if necessarily the gameplay is like, ooh, super fun. But I do like it. I think it's a good pack. I don't think it's a great pack, and it's definitely not the best stuff pack. I'd probably put it in like B, City Living. All right, City Living is an expansion pack. I believe it was the third expansion pack, I believe. City Living is a great pack. Obviously, it comes with San Myshuno and the different like festivals and stuff that happen in San Myshuno. These are all of the Create a Sim assets here. You guys can obviously see this in Origin yourself, but I think it's easy to just kind of have everything right in front of you at the same time. It came with some tattoos, and not to mention, apartments. I would put City Living probably in the A tier. Next, we have Strangerville. Strangerville is an interesting pack. It is a story-driven pack where there's like a very specific set story that exists within like its own contained thing. It obviously has the town Strangerville. These are the Create a Sim assets, and then these are the build assets. I really like the build items for Strangerville. I love these, like the windows and the doors. I think the pack was made well. I would probably put it in B. Next, we have Cool Kitchen Stuff. Okay, Cool Kitchen Stuff here has a couple of good Create a Sim assets. I really do like this. And then these are the build mode items. It obviously comes with some of like the kitchen stuff. I think I'll probably put it in C because I think it could have been better. There's not really anything interesting about it. Dine Out. Dine Out in theory is a great pack. In practice, Dine Out is not the best pack. There are definitely some great stuff. It comes with a dishwasher. This plant, love this plant. I love that plant, and I love that plant. But the gameplay for Dine Out, we all know that it is not good. I would probably put it in C simply because it is so buggy. Next, My First Pet Stuff. They removed the trailer for My First Pet Stuff, which I think says a lot, obviously, about the pack. Essentially, if you want My First Pet Stuff, you have to have cats and dogs. Fitness stuff. Okay, here are the Create a Sim assets for fitness stuff. There's not a lot. And then these are the build items. You don't need fitness stuff to have gyms, which is why I don't think that this is necessarily a good pack. I would probably put it in C. I don't even know. Maybe I'd put it in D. It doesn't add fitness to the game. It just adds more fitness already exists in the game. Which one is this one? Is this Vintage Glamour? Vintage Glamour. It's a fine pack. This is the pack that comes with butlers. It does come with the vanities. I'd probably put Vintage Glamour in C. It's a perfectly fine pack. It's average. Jungle Adventure. So here are the Create a Sim assets for Jungle Adventure. Build items for Jungle Adventure are kind of hit or miss. Like all of these little thingies, I don't really use like any of like the ruinsy stuff, but the normal house stuff is very good. I would put Jungle Adventure in A. If there was more to the vacationing aspect of it, I think it could be interesting. It's very close to being an S tier. The Create a Sim and the build mode are beautiful, and the world is beautiful. If you're looking for a destination world out of the two, I would definitely get Jungle Adventure. Kids room stuff. It comes with all of these items for kids rooms. It comes with the Void Critter game. I think it's a great pack, honestly, because kids just don't get enough. I would honestly put it up here. Next is Laundry Day. So Laundry Day was the first stuff pack that was the community voted stuff pack. So we picked this and I think it's amazing. I love Laundry Day. The build mode items are stellar. With Laundry Day, it comes with gameplay, the laundry system obviously, that changes the way you play the game. But you can toggle it on and off if you want to. If you just don't put in laundry baskets and washer dryer in the wash tub or the line, then you don't have laundry on your lot. So you have the option to use the laundry system. I think it is the best stuff pack that has ever been released. It's also community voted, and I just really appreciate that they made a pack based on what we wanted to see. Is this luxury party? This is luxury party. So I will preface this by saying that I don't actually have luxury party stuff, and I will tell you why I don't have luxury party stuff. Because it's a boring pack. There's literally 12 build mode items. The only gameplay feature you get with this is the banquet table. I'm not interested in it, and that's why I don't have it, because I don't think it adds anything to my game. I would never use any of these build mode items, to be honest, and I don't think I would use any of these creative sim items, and therefore the pack would be just a waste of $10. Next is Realm of Magic. Realm of Magic, it has spellcasters in it. If you like occult, then you'll like this pack, obviously. These are the build mode items. It comes with a lot. It's kind of stylized, but I think it's interesting. Glimmerbrook, the world, is just not good. I'm gonna put it in C. I think it's a meh pack. It's not bad. Mosquito stuff. Doesn't even have where's the assets? Oh my god, they're not even on here. Okay, I finally found a thing with the different assets. It's the Sims VIP website. The camera, I think, is probably the best aspect of the Mosquito stuff. I really like Mosquito stuff. I think it's a good stuff pack. I do like it. I'd probably put it up here in B. Next is movie hangout stuff. Okay, here are the creative sim assets for movie hangout stuff. It would probably be between B and C level. It's like B.5. We'll put it in C for now. I think it's average. We'll put it in B. It's a good pack. All right, next is outdoor retreat. These are the creative sim assets for outdoor retreat. I think it has a lot of good ones. For rustic features, they're very good. Oh, it has the exotic potions and herbalist. I don't think I've ever used that, to be perfectly honest. I do like to stargaze and cloud gaze and stuff with my Sims. I mean, it's nice to have, but it's fine. Next is Get Famous. All right, here are the creative sim assets for Get Famous. And then these are the build mode items. I like that Get Famous comes with two different distinct styles. It has this really opulent style for the famous rich people, and then it has this mid-century modern style. World obviously has its issues. Del Sol Valley is not a great world. The actor career is fine. I honestly think that the actors should make more money than they do. I played through the actor career when it first came out, and my Sim struggled with money even when she was a global superstar. It's not great. I'd probably put Get Famous in B. Next is Parenthood. All right, these are the creative sim assets for Parenthood. They're great. Build mode for Parenthood is actually fantastic. Honestly, Parenthood is the best game pack that we have. Hands down, by far, the best game pack is Parenthood. Parenthood is the game pack where all of the character values came in. Parenting from this pack has actual consequences if you don't do it right. If you like family gameplay, Parenthood hands down 110%. Also, if you like building, Parenthood hands down 110% because it has amazing build assets. Next is Island Living. All right, so here are the creative sim assets for Island Living. I think the creative sim for Island Living is really good. It's really fun. It's really different, and it's really laid back. It introduced the lounge chairs, which have also been patched into the base game, so you can have it in the base game as well, but it has that. Sulani also introduced being able to swim in the ocean. The world of Sulani is stunning. It's beautiful. I love being able to jet ski and do the water sports and all that kind of stuff. The actual gameplay that comes with Sulani, not great. There's not really anything to do with mermaids. You have the conservation career that comes with Sulani, which is great. You can get a suntan and all that kind of stuff. Also great, and swim, and it is a good pack. I would probably put it in the same boat as Get Famous, where it's a good pack, but it needs more depth. I believe that if you have Island Living, you can make sand castles in the sand. I don't know if that works if you don't have Sulani, or if you don't have Island Living. So bowling night stuff. Here are the creative sim assets for bowling night stuff, and then these are the build mode assets for bowling night stuff. I'd probably put it in good. It's a good pack. You definitely don't need it. Honestly, maybe even average. You don't really need it. It's fine. Yeah, we'll put it there for now. All right, next is Tiny Living. Tiny Living is the most recent. I would put it in A. I think Tiny Living is great. It introduces more building options. It introduces the tiny house, obviously, which is great. I love it. I think that it has a lot of interesting aspects, and for a stuff pack, I feel like it has a lot. I really like Tiny Living. If you already have Laundry Day, the next stuff pack I would get after that would be Tiny Living. Next is Perfect Patio Stuff. All right, here are the Create a Sim assets for Perfect Patio, and here are the build mode items for Perfect Patio. I think Perfect Patio is a perfectly average pack. It introduced hot tubs into the game. Now, granted, we all know the fiasco that is the 20th anniversary where they gave us a hot tub in the base game, but it's not like that's the only thing that's ever been introduced in a stuff pack or a game pack that has then turned into a base game item. It doesn't really have a lot of Create a Sim assets. This is really the only one that I use. I don't really use a lot of the build mode items except like this couch and this grill. I think the counters are not that great. And then for gameplay, I don't even think there are gameplay other than a hot tub. Cats and dogs. Okay, cats and dogs. These are the Create a Sim assets. Obviously, it comes with cats and dogs. And then the build mode items for cats and dogs. I love them. I would probably put cats and dogs in A. Is it perfect? No. I wish it had more animals than just cats and dogs, but at least the name of it is self-explanatory. I mean, they didn't make it seem like you're going to get anything more than cats and dogs because it's called cats and dogs, and that's it. You know, you have the vet career, you have cats and dogs, and you have all of the interactions that come with cats and dogs. Brindleton Bay is a beautiful world. I love Brindleton Bay. It's an A. Next is Romantic Garden Stuff. Romantic Garden, these are the Create a Sim assets. Nothing too spectacular. And then build mode items. I don't think there's anything really spectacular about Romantic Garden, to be honest. I mean, you can build a garden. It has the wishing well. I mean, it's a pretty average pack. Honestly, I'd actually put it down here. It doesn't really come with anything that fascinating. I mean, it's not like you don't have outdoor gardeny things already. And it doesn't come with any gameplay, as far as I'm aware. So the only thing that is even remotely special, in quotations about it, is the wishing well, and you really don't even need the wishing well. So next is Seasons. Now, you can feel free to fight me on this, but Seasons is by far an S tier. It is the bar for Sims 4 packs. You don't have to agree with me, but that's my personal opinion. Sims 4 Seasons is the best pack of all of the packs that they have ever released. It comes with a lot of great Create a Sim assets. Absolutely fantastic. It comes with a ton of them, and it comes with some of the best build mode items that come in this game. And obviously, it comes with Seasons. It is the one pack that affects every single aspect of your gameplay all the time, and that's why it's amazing. It comes with a calendar, it comes with holidays, it comes with different seasons, it comes with lots of different gameplay. You have the rinks, you have extra gardening aspects, you have the bees, you have the scouting career, you have the flower arranging, you have the season changing item thingy-mabobber, you have the thermostat in the world, you have swings, and you have, like, it's a great pack. It's amazing. Different worlds have different seasons, and in your game personally, you can change aspects of the seasons. You can change how long it lasts, and you can change like the extremes of like how seasonful it is. Like you can turn on and off snow and thunderstorms and all that kind of stuff. Seasons is the bar. Next is Spa Day. These are the Create a Sim assets for Spa Day. It has some good Create a Sim assets that I like. And then these are the build mode items. It's very kind of sterile. It's for spas. I do like the spas. To be perfectly honest, I don't really use the spas. It does come with, I think, the wellness skill. So you can do yoga from this pack. I think this is a perfectly average pack. There's nothing super special about it, but it's not a bad pack by any stretch of the imagination. Next is Spooky Stuff. Now, I will preface Spooky Stuff by saying that I do not have Spooky Stuff, and I'll tell you why I don't have it, same I did for Luxury Party Stuff. You don't need Spooky Stuff. So Spooky Stuff was released a while ago. It's like one of the older packs, and it's essentially meant to give you like Halloween, you know? However, if you have Seasons, you don't need this pack. So you can have Halloween in Seasons without having Spooky Stuff. If you want the holiday of Spooky Day, which is essentially what this gives you, you might as well just get Seasons because you're going to get way more and it's way better. And then you get all of the holidays. The pumpkin carving station is cute, don't get me wrong. Once Seasons was released, this pack became obsolete. Next is Toddler Stuff. All right, these are the Create a Sim assets for Toddler Stuff, and then these are the build mode items. Simply because toddlers don't have a lot, especially when this was released, it gets a B. It has the playground items, and it also gives you the play date, like the toddler play date thing. Get Together. Okay, Get Together is a good pack. I like Get Together. I think it probably goes... It's better than Island Living and Get Famous, but it's not as good. Well, it might be as good as Cats and Dogs. So I love the club system. It's super helpful. I love having the closets. Those are really great. I think it's a really good pack. It's not perfect, but I think it's kind of underrated. I think there's a lot of stuff that we don't realize comes with Get Together that is really not necessarily essential to your game, but makes it so much better. Next is Discover University. Okay, here are the Create a Sim assets for Discover University. I love the Create a Sim assets for Discover University. And then the build mode items for Discover University are, I mean, they're good. I love having the toilet stalls. Those are great. I don't use a lot of like the windows and doors. I think it's nice that there's a really wide variety of styles that come with Discover, like you have with Discover University. Let me finish the word I'm saying before I move on to the next word. Oh my god. These are the best plants in the entire game. You can't even deny it. Gameplay that comes with it, while kind of compartmentalized only into like university life, is expansive and it takes up a lot of your time. I think that Discover University is an A. It's a great pack. It's obviously not perfect because I feel like this university can be a little bit buggy. There's a couple of issues that I think still need to be kind of worked out. I think it's better than Get Together, but not as good as Cats and Dogs. So next is Vampires. Okay. These are the Create a Sim assets for Vampires. They're all very Victorian and vampy, obviously makes sense. And same with the build mode items. It has a lot of fantastic build mode items for Victorian style builds. While I don't like to play with vampires, I know the pack is very well made. If you like Supernatural, this is probably the best Supernatural pack. And then last but not least is Get to Work. These are the Create a Sim assets for Get to Work. Aliens came from Get to Work, if you didn't know that. And then these are the build mode items. I think that Get to Work is a good pack. I don't think it's a great pack. The active careers are great, don't get me wrong, I like them, but I feel like that's really the only thing that Get to Work has going for it. And you can run the retail businesses, but retail businesses are not the best. I think they could have been reworked, or they can be reworked and they'll be better. So here is my final rating of them. I think that Seasons, Laundry Day, and Parenthood are the best packs, hands down. If you had to get one expansion, one game pack, and one stuff pack, it would be those three. This also depends on how you like to play your game, obviously. If you prefer to play like family style gameplay, then this is like what you're gonna be going for, I think. This is essentially the order in which I would purchase them. If you don't have a single expansion pack, get Seasons. If you have Seasons, get Cats and Dogs. If you don't have Cats and Dogs, Get Together. If you don't have that, then get Discover University, so on and so forth. If you don't have any game packs, I would get Parenthood first. If you have Parenthood, then I'd get Jungle Adventure. If you have Jungle Adventure and you don't like occults, then I would probably get Strangerville, technically. If you like the build assets more so and you don't care about that, I'd actually get Vampires because the build items for Victorian style are very good. If you don't have any stuff packs, I would get Laundry Day first. If you have Laundry Day, I would then get Tiny Living. And then after that, I'd probably get Kids and or Toddler Stuff. Obviously, this is all my own personal opinion, and if you don't agree, that is fine. You don't have to agree. No worries. I won't hold it against you. If you think that My First Pet stuff belongs up here, more power to you. I don't really know why you would think that, but you do you. But yes, I hope that this was helpful for you guys if you're trying to figure out what packs you feel are worth getting based on your style of gameplay. You can also find all of the descriptions of these packs on Origin, so you can kind of figure out what works best for you. I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I hope this was helpful. Let me know what you guys think. If you have not subscribed yet, please do so. I would be very appreciative. And I hope that y'all have a very, very fantastic day ahead of you. And I will talk to y'all later. Bye!